I'm proud to announce that I am going to be signing Local Law B, the Clean Air Act. Over the last 8 years in office, I've made it a mission to be the greenest county in New York State. I also made it a mission to be business friendly. And I know people say, well, you're not business friendly if you're not, doing different things for the environment or making them do environmental impact studies. But at the end of the day, it's about taking care of our county, not just for me, not just for my children, not just for my future grandchildren. Yes, my daughters get married October 3rd, so future grandchildren. I can't believe I'm saying that. But it's about all the people, the residents of Albany County. We want people to come here. We want you to establish your houses, and we want you to leave here because we do care about the environment. We want our businesses to grow, and we want new businesses to come here and have greater opportunities because they want to say, hey, Albany County not only just cares about us residents, cares about the environment, and we can expand our companies there and we can start new businesses there and be one of the best places in New York State. Yes, the best places to live is in Albany County out of the state of New York. Sorry for the rest of the state, but in my opinion it is. So I'm thankful, but it takes a lot of work to get there, and I want to thank Bill Reinhardt for sponsoring this first and foremost, and the contingency from Bethlehem, led by Joanne Cunningham and Matt Peters and Jeffrey Kuhn and Plosky. And I talked to a lot of people, and I know people are getting upset. Sign it. What are you waiting for? We have to do our due diligence. We have to cross our T's and dot our I's and make sure that if we get sued, and I know people are saying, well, you're afraid of getting sued, that's why you won't sign it. I don't know if you were around when I took on Global and sued them and went to court, and we took on the pharmaceutical, which we're still going, we're coming to a closure. When everyone else said it's not possible and you'll never have a settlement, well, we're getting there, then every other state jumped on after what Albany County's done. You can show it's that the Goliath and David story. You can make a difference. It doesn't matter how small you are. It's your commitment to the issues. And I want to thank Bill Reinhardt, for taking the leadership. But I had to hear from everyone, and I feel as county executive, and I do this with every local law, I take it to heart. I want to hear what everyone has to say. I want to talk to the business community. I want to talk to the residents. I want to talk to everyone, the workers, what's at stake, and how things are going forward. There's people that were not for this, that spoke against it. There's many more people that spoke for it. But when you represent roughly almost 320,000 people, you have to hear everything. But then again, I have to look at the environment and how this touches going forward. So, especially with the COVID-19 and everything that's been going on for the last 6 months, we've been in a health crisis. Now we're in both, economy and health. An environmental crisis that's been going on since the beginning of time. And unfortunately, under this new president, the EPA has gotten weaker, in these last 4 years. Rules were overturned. Organizations that fought for years to get stuff implemented was just overturned with a swipe of a pen. Major setbacks that we've taken, from the climate and everything else. So this is more reason to stand united. Stand for not just Albany County and the residents of this great state of New York, but stand for this nation. And saying, look, we're going to make a difference here in our community, and we're going to protect the people that we're here for. But we also want to work in partnerships with the business. And we can do this by sitting down at a table and working together, but making sure that we protect the residents first and foremost. And this local law B is that first step towards that. And hopefully it's the first step to many of these things being passed around the state of New York and this nation. As president of County Executives of America, I can assure you as I sit here, I've talked to other county executives about this, and about the crucial step the legislature made, and I want to commend them. I want to commend them, all the legislators. I've heard from legislator Gil Ethier, Gary DeMoss, Bob Beston. I could just go down the list that were just calling about this, passionate. And they go, we know we got the COVID-19 going on, but this is so important. And many more legislators, and the chairman Joyce for his leadership on this, for everybody, Dennis Feeney. And when you see bipartisan support for this, when you see Republicans coming over and voting for this, a bill for this, they really did do their work. And when you seen that partnership between different party affiliations working for the betterment of the community in a cohesive way, that's what government's about. People put us in office to get stuff done, not to finger point, not to complain. And you look at these neighborhoods that this affects when you talk about burning tires and different things, and you got kids with COPD, lung cancer, asthma, greater risk of illnesses, and you go on. And if you look at the poor quality, and often in lower minority communities, the social economic status of higher rates of minorities because of these health issues that go on. These are things that we need to continue to address. And what gets me pissed off is the only time we really put it on the forefront is when we're in tragedies like this. This needs to be done every day of the year, every calendar day. Not just when a tragedy is going on, not just when it's the hot topic to talk about. And at a time when schools in lower income neighborhoods need us, and more violence than ever in the history of the city of Albany, and people need us, this is stuff that we need to do to come together to make it happen for the people, regardless of party affiliation. So when I saw Republicans join this, it really made me say there's a lot of hope that we can work together and to get things done for the residents of this great county of ours. This Clean Air Act will provide us with more of the tools we need to prevent air pollution and protect our health. Air pollution doesn't know borders, right? Doesn't know the county borders, doesn't know the capital district, doesn't care about the capital district, just knows it just goes all over. And we used to talk about, economic development and fighting with their neighbors to pull people over here. And now it's global, right? Because of the internet. Now you compete with China, you compete with South Korea, you compete with Mississippi. But air pollution's been competing with everybody. And this is something that we need to protect our environment to go forward. So this local law B is the foundation for that future and the foundation of making things going right. My biggest argument was defending this in a lawsuit, and I wasn't afraid that if that's what Lafarge wants to do, sue us, bring it on. But I wanted to make sure we had it right, and working with my deputy Dan Lynch and Counsel Jeff Jameson and Eugenia and a variety of people from the Department of Law, that was our goal, to make sure at the end of the day that we have stuff that we can stand behind. And when I talked to Peter Iwanowitz, yes, Peter, you were driving me crazy. But in Aaron Mayer and different people that are out there in the community that fight for this, they know that. We want to make sure that we have this, and there's some stuff in this legislation we have to work out, but we gotta educate our towns, cities, and villages about the opt-out plan that they have, that they can do, and tell them why this is important going forward. We have to work with the DEC and everyone else and the governor to make sure that we can all stand behind this legislation and make it happen for the people. So I'm going to make it official. I'm going to sign the bill, and then I will take questions if there is questions. But again, I do want to thank the partnership with the Albany County Leg to make this happen. And again, a step for the right direction, just not for our residents of this county, but the residents of this great country that we live in. So there it is. There you go. There it is. It's official. Signed it. We'll get our copy to the legislature today. Again, thank you to Bill Reinhardt and all of the legislators that were on board with this, and to the leadership of the legislature, Feeney and Joyce, and thank you for getting this done. And again, to all the legislators that in the EFO and everyone that had a lot to do with this. So thank you.